Hey, Bob. What's shaking, dude?
Who is this?
It's Mark, dude. It's Mark. Don't you have caller ID?
I got that picture of a sack of potatoes for your picture instead. I forgot what I assigned you.
Okay, so you do know who this is, though. This is Mark. You know who this is? Okay, good.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. That guy.
You don't know who this is. Where are you right now?
It's 10:41 on a weeknight, man. Where do you think I am? I'm married with kids. I'm at home. Come on, man.
But it sounds like you're like out in the woods or something.
Well, I like to sit on my back porch at night. You called me, dude.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking.
Mark, right?
This is
my co-host.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. It was.
Do we still have a show?
Well, that's what I was calling about. I was just sitting here and I was like, "Oh man, I forgot about the Cardboard Podcast." Like,
you text me. We texted. What was that? Like 10 days ago.
It was probably like 3 months ago. COVID time. Who knows? 3 months ago was like 10 days ago.
Yeah. Well, you caught me at a good time just because everybody's in bed. I'm just kind of biding the time.
Oh, you want to record right now?
I could do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're on your P's and Q's. I'm getting pumped up.
All right, that's enough of that. Episode 4 of the Cardboard Podcast. Yes?
If this is real, if you are in fact recording, because I never know. I mean, we do record everything.
I'm recording it. Yeah, we're
comedy geniuses, and we never know when gold is going to strike. But I found my notebook, dude.
What notebook?
My Cardboard Podcast notebook.
I just assumed you actually didn't have that, and you're always like, "Oh, I don't know where my notes are," and that was your excuse. So it actually exists?
Yeah, but I misplaced it because I'm rearranging my card room. So I had
okay.
It's
so next week, or the next
exists.
episode. The next episode, you'll have it.
Yeah, and dude, there's so much good stuff in there. I can't remember half of it.
Okay. That's good. I'm glad you found it and then lost it.
So
that's great.
Can I rant about a simple observation?
Sure.
In the hobby?
This is your show.
Do you ever notice? You ever notice how in the hobby? I sound like I was setting up a Seinfeld joke or something. Yeah. So Stadium Club was released recently, and inevitably the break videos come, which are fine. I like to watch new product releases, new product breaks. But it's like, it's becoming one of the, if it's not on the top 5 list already of the most cliche things. The photography in Stadium Club is really good this year.
They say that every year.
Dude, that's like what it's known for. I mean, something you've never heard. You've never heard somebody say, "Hey, I prefer sticker autographs." You've never heard somebody say, "Hey, the photography sucks in Stadium Club this year." I mean,
well, what else does Stadium Club have besides the photography?
Borderless cards.
Yeah. It's just like, you're absolutely right, though. Anytime somebody makes a comment about Stadium Club, wow, yeah, this photography is great. I love this photography.
You don't get any hits in it. There's not really too much going. You get rookies, but the photography is great.
I provided.
They should make posters and not baseball cards.
I provided Top Stadium Club in one of my junk trunks, and I remember saying, "There's no hits in this, but the photography is good," because it was. But like seeing Ken Griffey Jr. in action was pretty cool.
You're listening to the Cardboard Podcast.
Okay,
what are we talking about?
I don't know. Now that you're back inside though, and the crickets stopped though, we're gonna continue. What do you want to talk about? Let's see here. Should we just jump into
market update?
You want to jump into the market update? Let's just jump right into it.
People want.
Yeah, I don't know if they do. I've never heard anyone say anything about market update, but
dude, one guy texted me. All right.
It's time for a market update. Is the market up or is the market down?
All right, so we got, if you have any idea of what we're doing, we're tracking certain cards, which you'll find out if it's the first time. We're tracking these cards. I'm about to give you an update market report on the 97 Bowman Chrome Adrian Beltre rookie card in a PSA 10 is now selling for around $270, down $25 or 8% from last time we did this. So down from $295 to $270. Now the 1999 Bowman Chrome CC Sabathia in a PSA 10 at $199, up $35, up 21% from $165 from last time. That's pretty good.
That's a big change. Yeah.
Yeah, we like that. I don't have that card, but oh well. I should have bought it last time.
Yeah.
So we got the 2018 Topps Chrome update. Mr. Juan Soto selling for $175, down $100, down 36% from $275. That's a pretty. I mean, okay, he didn't make the postseason, but we know what kind of season he had. We know what kind of
Like we knew he wasn't going to make the postseason last time we recorded as well. Oh, Bob's tripod just like crashed harder than Juan Soto's Topps Chrome update card market.
Nicely done there. Nicely done. But we kind of talked about that one a little bit. We think it's, not to sound like we know what we're talking about, but like a little bit of a market correction. His stuff was high. Yeah. So just kind of like settling in where it's where it probably should be in the off season. All right. So we got the 2020 Bowman Chrome Jason Dominguez, the Martian base auto, selling for $1,200 in the PSA 10, up $75, 6% from last time.
We'll come back. We'll circle back to that one.
Yeah,
in a moment.
There might be more to that. Classic card, 89 upper deck, Ken Griffey Jr. in a PSA 10 is now $1,600, down 6%, down $100 from last time.
It's crazy. $100 is 6% for that card.
Yeah, that's how insane the prices are.
It's like an Amazon stock.
I don't think. I mean,
that would be way less.
Not trying to get off topic, but like, is the 9 a fourth of that? Is it 400? I don't even know.
I will look it up right now.
All right. So while he's looking that up, we'll run through these last two. The 1986 Topps traded Barry Bonds. No change in that card. Still selling for about $256, right around there. All right. And our one vintage card is the 1954 Topps Hank Aaron at a PSA 5. Currently selling for $4,700, down $100, 2%. So not much change there. But tomorrow there could be a sale for, $5,000 for that card. So it's kind of from what I've been hearing around the community, it seems like vintage is experiencing all those price increases as well. So
sure. Hey, real quick, the 89 upper deck Griffey in a 9, $167.
What? Really?
Yeah.
So it's like 10% less. I mean, it's like
that's unbelievable, nuts, dude. It's like 90% off. I want to circle the wagons back around Jason Dominguez. Bob, I believe you have a little Jason Dominguez story. You have the floor.
Yeah, all right. I appreciate the floor. Better than my ceiling because it's got a hole in it. Anyways,
I don't have a rim shot sound effect.
Yeah. Anyway, so for those who don't know, I'm Bob Lewis, and I got my own YouTube channel. It's way more prosperous and successful than this one.
It's a Hall of Fame channel.
But, I mean, you said it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, without any question as to why I'm a Hall of Famer, just watch my video.
Yeah, and you'll see.
And actually, I'd like to give a little PSA to anybody that came to my channel because the YouTube algorithm showed you a PSA reveal video from 2 years ago of mine.
How many views is that up to now?
It's over 10 grand, man. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
So if you came to my channel because you thought that's how the rest of my videos were going to be, you were sadly mistaken.
And then you're going to see the most recent video is the Rockettes.
Right.
That was
Right.
great.
So, sorry to disappoint you. I'm not. It's not that serious. I was using my like work voice a lot in those videos, and you know that work voice, right? When you take a work phone call. Hi, this is Bob.
Sure.
So, anyways, back to we're gonna circle back yet again to Jason Dominguez. So, my dad and I, my dad's he is retired and he has a lot of time on his hands, and he goes around and buys a lot of cards that then he stockpiles and unveils them to me at certain points in life.
When is he going to start his channel?
Right. Now he's happy doing the guest appearance thing, man. But dude, he really was trying to like get me to make more videos. Like I swear he was. I don't know what it is, and not that he was trying to get in on it, but he likes it. So
yeah, it's
anyways.
fun. It's totally fun.
Yeah, right. And the idea that I've made all these friendships. In fact, had people stay at my house, like people come in town, we like make a point to connect, with like guns and stuff. So he thinks that's awesome. And it is, obviously. So he feels like, I think it's kind of gives him some cred. He's like, yeah, I was at the LCS today. We don't call it that, but we just call it the card shop. We were at the card shop, and yeah, Chris was asking about your channel again, and blah blah blah. And like, Chris is the dude there, so I don't know, it's like, so the father that brags about their kid at Little League, like now my dad, 72 years old, is bragging about his 39-year-old son and his YouTube channel.
Well, does he tell people that you're a Hall of Famer? Like at the card shop?
I mean,
I hope so.
He doesn't have to. Like,
I think he
they
does.
They already know.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Sure.
So
do they watch?
So Chris, but yeah, he has watched for sure.
That's awesome.
Now, with what regularity, I have no idea, and he's definitely not watching this. So, but my dad had bought some Bowman Jumbo boxes and gave them to me about a month ago, and they just kind of been hanging out. We opened one, and if you've opened Bowman, you prepare for, as Up North Collector says, you prepare yourself for the bloodbath, and anything that like you get is just sort of like a bonus, right?
Right.
So having that mindset, opening it, and the way we did it, we didn't just like dive right into the box. We opened a few packs here, opened a few packs there. So I think it was the second round of packs. My dad just casually says, "I've got a Yankee autograph here."
Can I just? We have the audio from this moment. You mind if I just roll the tape?
Roll tape.
I have a Yankee autograph. Jason Dominguez.
What? The refractor. Oh my goodness, dude. That's a high five. All right. Wow. Look at that, guys. Woo! Oh man.
Yeah. Woo.
And look, there's no scratches on it either, man. Well, let's...
You were amped up, and I love how it ends like, "There's no scratches on either, man." That is, without a doubt, that is the most amped up I've ever heard you.
It's the refractor, man.
It's a refractor. I don't even know what I would have done. I probably would have sounded way goofier than that.
Well, now that you bring that up, let's take time, just like put yourself in my shoes. You've opened up. You've just been with, let's just say, like a coworker that you guys were real good buddies at your last job, but then he left. But this is the first time you've seen each other, and he was like the only guy that you had had a card connection with, and you guys split a box of Bowman Jumbos, and he just opened this pack. And I want to hear what would your reaction be, especially keying on how high your voice is as you discover that not only is it a Jason Dominguez autograph, but it is a refractor.
I mean, I definitely would have sounded dumber than that. That's all I know.
Can I do what I think you would do?
I probably, honestly, here's why I would hope I would react. I would be like, "Who the hell is that?" You know, I would try to like.
That's kind of exactly what I was gonna do. And then like you'd be like, "Who the hell is that? Is that a refractor? Oh, is that numbered? Does that mean it's good?" Yeah, there's no scratches on it. That would pretty much be what you would do.
No, I would have broken character, dude. I broke character once, hitting a card infinitesimally smaller than that. I was like, I'm gonna open up this box of Topps Chrome, and I'm not gonna say anything. And I hit the Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts gold?
I hit the Mookie Betts gold variation, which is like a super cool card. Don't get me wrong, but it's not even in the same universe as the Dominguez auto. And even then, I like almost broke character. So like, I definitely would not have been able to like play it cool and like say something funny. I would have just I would have been like, it's a refractor. No way.
Oh my goodness! It's a refractor, guys. We did it. Sort of like, you know who that guy is that gets all excited like in a fake way.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
The thing is though, like, if you don't get silly about hitting like the biggest prospect card you can get, then what are you doing, man? Like, why even open cards? What's the point? If you're just like, oh, whatever, who cares? If you don't get excited,
You know, one thing I'm really proud that I didn't say. Let's go. Let's go.
Dude,
let's go.
The let's go thing drives me insane. I'm so glad you brought that up. Let's go. Let's go. Because it's like permeated everything. It's like you watch video games, sports,
right,
baseball card box opener.
Is that like Dude Perfect? Is that where that started?
Yeah, dude. I feel like it is, actually. I feel like it is. I think those are the first guys that I heard it enough that I got annoyed by it. Hey, we got another round of which card sold for more. You gotta redeem yourself.
I feel like you're gonna play me, and last time they were all obvious.
What card sold for more?
For more.
I want to play a game.
I would never do that to you, Bob. I would never trick you based on what happened last time. Bob, in the history of this game, has never chosen correctly. So
I'm over 3.
You're over 3. So we're gonna,
which might be harder to do than actually get one right.
We're gonna start out with something different. I know this is only the second time we've played, but I'm gonna give you 3 cards and I want you to rank them. Okay? Yeah. Most expensive. Actually, we're going to rank them least expensive to most expensive. These are the most recent sales. Okay?
All right.
They are all 1986 Topps traded cards. All of these are PSA 10 unless otherwise noted.
All right.
1986 Topps traded Barry Bonds. 1986 Topps traded Jose Canseco. 1986 Topps traded Bo Jackson.
All right, I got it. Bonds, Bo, Canseco. Oh, wait, you said Lois, Canseco, Bo, Bonds.
Where is it? We have a winner.
Yeah!
Surprisingly, Bo Jackson
could have been higher than Barry.
It was the most recent sale for Bo Jackson was $11 less than Barry Bonds.
Wow.
So it was close.
Yeah.
Canseco was $105. I threw that in there for you.
That's called a softball.
That's right. All right. Here you go. 2017 Topps Aaron Judge. So just the paper flagship. Or a 1968 Topps Willie Mays in a PSA 6.
So 68 Willie Mays.
In a 6.
In a 6 or a Judge rookie in a 10.
Paper. Yep.
What sold for more? Well,
I can give you the prices if that will help
today.
you. Most recent sale for each.
But I mean, like, you look these up today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
or-
sure.
Yeah.
It's 113. It's 113 to 103. Which card sold
Yeah.
for more?
I think the Judge sold for more. I feel like those were like real high, and then they.
Willie Mays sold for more.
Hmm.
Willie Mays sold for
Okay.
more.
Weren't those Judges 10s going like when he whatever, like 225 or whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
250?
What? Now here's a question. Which card would you rather have of those two?
Probably the Judge 10.
You
To
think
be
so?
honest, like
Judge is pretty
I,
old, man. Like Judge isn't going to be a Hall of Famer or anything like that. But it is a rookie card, and that is cool.
I have no like need for a Willie Mays PSA 6 of a 1968 card. Like,
But you have a need for the. I mean, it's all about what you like.
yeah. So I would rather for me at this point, the potential of the 10 Aaron Judge rookie is enough to like keep me intrigued, as opposed to the 50 cents yearly increase that the other one will see. Like, I don't know. I do love vintage. Graded vintage is not something that I'm too concerned about. Like, because I've got cards that I know were altered, and like I love
Sure.
them just the same.
Fair enough. And we're gonna round out. This is a toughie, man. It's crazy that this is tough, but it is. 2020 Bowman Chrome, Jason Dominguez. So just the regular Chrome, non-auto,
All right.
versus a 2013 Topps update Christian Yelich.
Oh, Yelich.
$167 for the base Bowman Chrome Jason Dominguez in a 10. $154 for the Christian Yelich
In a 10.
in a 10.
So you're telling me I can buy a Christian Yelich rookie card in a 10 for under $160 right now?
$154 last one. That's what it sold for.
We should probably end this podcast right now. I'm off to eBay.
Let's see what's at the market right now.
That's pretty incredible.
Well, one sold today for $114 with $20 in shipping from Australia.
You don't say, mate. Oh,
I mean,
you got to
who
edit
cares?
that out for sure. You don't say, mate.
You don't say, mate.
Yeah, right. You can there's a 170 or best offer.
Okay, what's a 9? What's his gold 9 selling for?
Let's take a look see, shall we? The gold in a 9. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna tell you because I want to. $104.
Wow. I was looking at those when they were like 150.
Well, one sold.
And this was 6 months. I mean, this was in last year's off season, I think.
The most recent one sold for 104, and that was September 29th, and then before that was September 26th, where it was sold best or buy it now for 180. So
Which could have been 140 or something, right? Was
right.
it buy it now best offer?
No. That was a buy it now, 180.
I don't always trust those. I don't know why.
Buy it now. It wasn't best offer. What is there not to trust? It was buy it now.
I feel like they had their friend buy it at 180, and then they just gave him the card back.
Sure, but then you can never trust any price whatsoever on eBay, based on that.
Who says I do?
Exactly.
Dude, I'm saying I think I heard it just brought up recently, and it's an interesting point, and maybe we should discuss it.
We only talk about interesting things on the Cardboard Podcast.
Well, this is true. So, how much we rely on eBay comps as like the market determination for how much a card is worth?
A lot. That's the main determination.
Yeah, so I've got a lot of like ungraded 90s basketball, right?
Yeah.
And so for example, I've got 3 Tim Duncan Topps rookie cards that I would like to sell, right?
Okay.
Now, if I sold them raw, I'd probably sell the lot for like $50.
All of them together.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
I think they sell for about $20 a pop, maybe. I'm guessing. Now, I haven't I do grade cards, so obviously if I feel like there's something that could get a 10, I'm not gonna sell it raw. I'm gonna set it to
Yeah.
get graded. But a 9 gotta sell for at least $100, I would think.
Right.
So am I the idiot for not like? Because really that whole ceremony's been postponed until next year. So there's
Oh, I didn't
likely
think about that.
still gonna be an increase in like Kobe cards, in Kevin Garnett cards, and Tim Allen, and that's like '90s basketball. That's my wheelhouse. So
Tim Allen.
Tim Duncan, sorry. Tim Allen. Did you just have a soundbite ready to go?
It's a long story. I'll give you the short version. At my last job, everybody spent a few days trying to get their best Tim Allen impersonation. So that was me.
Did you win?
No, I didn't. My one buddy was better at it.
Let's get him on the phone. I want to hear it.
But mine's fine though. I'm
mean,
proud of it.
It passes. It's like it'll do type of thing, you know?
Yeah. Sorry. So Tim Duncan, yeah.
Yeah. So, that card, and like again, like if I'm selling that for $20 a pop or less than as in a lot, am I the butthole? Let's go back to sucker. Am I the sucker? What would you say? Like so I know you're not a basketball guy, but like you had who's having like a good postseason that their cards, like you sell them raw for a few, $10 to $15. What's a Freddie Freeman update rookie raw sell for?
I don't know. I actually have a bunch of those though. Now
Right,
that you mention it.
So my thought is like,
Wait a second. I don't mean to interrupt. What was? Are you
Yeah.
peeing right now?
no.
Okay.
You can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it. The Freddie Freeman market has exploded. His base card in a 10 is going for $200.
In a 10. What's it raw?
I bought a bunch of those. I have a stack of that card. Man, this is this is some prime time audio.
You just gotta taste the real Bob Lewis.
$20.
So if you had that card,
But
and you
then
thought
here's
it
one
was-
for
what is it?
$7. So I have no idea, man.
He's 1 for 7.
Here's one. No. Here's a card that sold for $7, and then here's one that sold for $20. So I don't know.
Okay, I guess what I'm ultimately getting at is like that the what is that? The can we go buzzword here? Return on investment. Like to spend $10, $11 to get it graded, and it comes back a 9, and you get to sell that card 8 months from now.
Right. For what?
Yeah, right.
You're unloading your risk by selling it for $10, and if somebody grades it and it gets a 10, then you're just an idiot, for selling that.
Yeah.
None of those raw cards are 10s. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. Less likely now
Right.
than ever at any point in history in our hobby.
And it's just gonna get more unlikely the more and more I get it for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've had some eBay like returns recently of cards that I know I'm not stupid. Like you just bought 2 second-year Kobe Bryant Topps Chrome cards from me, right?
Right.
One for $50, one for $40, which was I just listed them.
There's
as buy
gonna
it
be
now.
flaws. There's gonna be something on it.
What?
On
Well,
the cards,
so-
they're not
so-
gonna be gem mint. Like
Okay, yeah. So corners, edges, and centering were all pretty good. Like I would all say were 9 or 10. Right?
yeah, sure.
those old Chrome cards, the surface gets
There's a
sort of
giant
like cloudy.
slash through the
Yeah.
middle.
Yeah,
Okay.
it gets kind of cloudy.
Sure.
They weren't like hulking. I don't know if that's like a real thing that people say, but like when it starts turning green, those old Chrome cards,
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
hulking. I don't know if that's coined yet. I can take credit for it. I'd be
Sure.
happy to. But the guy sent them back because he said they had like too much of a curve in the card.
Right.
And I was like explaining to him, these cards have just been in a soft sleeve in a box with other Chrome cards. Like the whole, if I pulled that out of a set or whatever, like in a 300 count box, like all the cards are curved like that. But I've graded cards that had a curve and they came back 10s, which is not a lie, a Duncan and a Jordan. So I don't think PSA actually takes that into account, but nevertheless, the guy sent them back to me. I've yet to resell them, but now I'm thinking like, well, maybe I should. There's one really that who knows, man? It could get a 10. Like the surface
Right.
isn't all that bad. But I'm like, I'm sort of just done with basketball in general. Like I got too much trying to like juggle essentially 4 sports. I mean, very little hockey, but a little bit.
Yeah.
At least 30 to 50 cards that are we'll say like are important to me or quote unquote fit in the collection that I'm like deciding what to do with. But I don't know. Like I feel like I just needed to dump and unload if I get prices, at Raw.
Sounds like you need to work out a deal with a specific person and just sell all of them to one person. That's what it
that'd
sounds
be great.
like. That's what it sounds like. You need to talk to a dealer, and there's plenty of people in our community that are dealers. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
you got some major cred, man. So you can just
Well,
work out a deal just for the whole thing. I think.
yeah, hey, it might come to that, man. I'm not opposed to that. And really that is ideal.
Maybe at the national next year you can do it.
The national next year. Is there gonna wait?
I hope
Chicago?
so. I don't know. I hope it's gonna happen, but by next July, jeez. Certainly.
Yeah, I'll be singing if there's a national next year. I want to break out in song.
Yeah. I would predict that there will be a national next year. Do you want
I
to
guess
sing?
that's
Do you want to sing
something to
about it?
look forward
You
to.
can sing about it now, or it
Well,
has to be
I mean,
announced officially.
I'm not just like I'm not feeling so inspired just yet, but I feel like it could happen.
It could happen. Like if they announced, whenever they confirm, if they do, whenever they confirm that there's going to be a national in Chicago next year, you
Yeah.
might spontaneously break out in a song. It's possible, and I hope
So I just
I hope you record it when you start singing too.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
This might be a good topic. What does it take? Okay, so are you willing to write off Gleyber Torres at this point?
Just like completely write him off. Is he?
Just like
What's the latest on him?
You've declared him to be a bust.
What's the latest on him?
He's a bust.
I'm out of the loop.
Nothing. I mean, like, so in your casual baseball viewing this year, was he noticed at all? Like,
No.
right. So like 3 home runs, I think.
3 home runs. Wow.
Yeah. So like,
He's not a bust. No. Dude, he hit 30 home runs, 38 home runs last year. At the age of 22.
So this is sort of where my question is. Just
Man, it sounds like I need to
there's,
buy some
in the
Gleyber Torres.
in the last 3 years. I mean, you were talking about that podcast. The guy was like, he had practically already written off Cody Bellinger, you know?
Sure.
And the guy was an MVP. So I have a personal stake in this, this line of discussion. So I heard somebody say and he's a friend of the channel, and I watch his channel. I'll still watch his channel, but he declared Austin Meadows a bust, and I was like, oh man, like, and it just made me think how quickly in the hobby, like, has the way that the hobby is heading now, where it's just like, you know, you have a good month and your cards rise, but if you have a bad month, like, or a bad 60 game season, you're done. Like,
I love it. I love that the hobby's that way. That creates so much opportunity for people that have like a longer term mindset that truly enjoy collecting the cards. People overreacting like
okay.
that. People overreacting like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been wrong plenty about guys that I've picked up on.
Sure.
Most notably, like Joey Votto, I felt like the hobby moved on away from him when he had a pretty good shot at the Hall of Fame. Ever since I did that, he has done nothing. But
Yeah.
that's just the preface for, like, Cody Bellinger. He was the example where everyone's like, he had an amazing rookie season, and then he was just good, and people were like, well, he's not like one of the top stars. Like, moving on. And I remember seeing the cards, and it's like, what? So I did what I always do. I buy like one card. That's it. Just like buy one card, and that card it's a cool card, and I still have it. Well,
Action variation.
I had the action variation, and I did buy a couple Topps Chrome refractors. I did because they were like $15, and I remember thinking how dumb that was. But I've never just straight up been like, okay, this is ridiculous. Let me like throw a few $100s at it.
Okay, so
But yeah. Austin Meadows is not a bust. That's ridiculous. A bust is somebody, in my opinion, when you say a bust, really we're talking about two different things. We're talking about a baseball bust and a hobby bust.
yeah, definitely.
But the baseball bust term, I feel like, should supersede the hobby one. Like, it's almost disrespectful to say somebody like Austin Meadows or Gleyber Torres are busts. Because they're not busts.
In the game of baseball, right?
And that's what I think when you say somebody's a bust. Like, somebody that goes to the All-Star game when he's like 24 is like not a bust. I'm sorry, it's not possible.
I mean, I hear you, and I want to be on that wavelength for sure. But like, I think of a lot of players that, I don't know, baseball history. I mean, how many of the Rookie of the Years are actually like known throughout baseball lore or remembered, you know? Like, I can think of a few that are just like, yeah, they were good, like Eric Karros, you know?
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
Bob Hamlin, Pat Listash, Walt
Bob
Weiss,
Hamlin has some great baseball cards. Some great goofy cards.
legendary ones. I think he's like the last guy in the major leagues named Bob.
How is that possible?
There's like a 3-part, like almost 3-hour long documentary covering this topic that B. Roth sent me once.
What?
The lack, no lie, explores the name Bob, not Robert, not Bobby, not this or that, but
right.
Bob in the hobby. And yeah, I think Bob Hamlin was the last guy.
That's great.
Anyways, so I'm just like, okay, kind of all wrapped into this. Like, who are the players out there right now that are good players that are starting to get recognition in the baseball realm, in the game of baseball realm, but aren't there in the hobby, you know? The hobby takes time to catch up sometimes. So, Tim Anderson, is that guy, like, going to win another batting title?
No. He fell
You didn't
off.
get it?
No. LeMahieu got it, I believe, from the
But you
Yankees.
can't. So there's another guy. Like I don't have rookie cards of either of those players.
Isn't LeMahieu from 2011 update?
He is in the Cubs uniform. Yeah.
That's such a crazy set, man. Like, everybody, there's so many people
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah, Rizzo in the Brewers uniform.
You got Rizzo, Hosmer, Goldschmidt.
Moustakas.
Moustakas, JD Martinez. I feel like we're missing one.
Altuve.
That's who it was, Altuve. No. I feel like we're missing
Brandon
one.
Crawford.
Brandon Crawford. I feel like we're missing one. Maybe is that everybody from 2011 Topps Update? I think so. I think we got them all the significant ones. It's a crazy set.
Yeah, I mean, legendary, mainly for those players that we named and only those players we named.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're saying
Oh, Arenado, right?
that's who it was.
Oh, wait,
no, I said Arenado.
He's
Oh. Freeman? Is that how we started?
yeah, Freeman. There you go.
Freeman. Yeah.
I knew we were
No,
missing somebody.
Freeman's in he's not in
He's
update.
in 11.
He's not in update. He's in flagship. He's in series 1.
Oh, all right.
Pretty sure.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. So you're asking who are the people that have caught on in the baseball
Yeah,
world?
do you think about stuff like that? Like,
Sure. Yeah.
So, you know, like, I think I did that with, like, Jorge Polanco and Jose Ramirez. Like,
Jose
players
Ramirez
that-
is probably going to win the MVP this year.
Yeah.
BT
maybe.
Dubs. Either him or Abreu. I would
But,
love.
like, even who are some of those players for the Marlins, you know? Like, were any of them Garrett Cooper or Brian Anderson? Like,
Yeah,
you know, are they
didn't-
worth... I mean, you're not going to invest the farm or the ranch. You're just going to, like... Maybe pick like I picked up a Ketel Chrome and a Ketel Marte, a couple base tops, and
Right.
I'll set them to the side, you know. Well, just pretty much like I did with Matt Chapman, pretty much like I did with Alex Bregman. Just I
Yeah.
grab, like you said, I grab a rookie card of them,
Yeah.
so I have it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is. I like to if I'm like looking longer term, you know, cards that I want to get now that I think will be worth a lot more.
So okay, I gotta look up
Yeah.
what's a Javi Baez 2015 tops in a 10.
What do you think it is?
$60, 60, $75.
Not chrome, right? Just paper.
Yeah.
$97.
Oh wow. All right.
And then 75. It's pretty volatile. 75 before that. And then one sold
So you could buy it on like a Wednesday night for 75 or something like.
less. One sold 2 nights ago, 75 best offer accepted.
Yeah, all right. Guy just wanted to get rid of it. Wanted to sell quick.
Just wanted to get rid of it. Gone. Goodbye. Goodbye is.
Yeah. Whoa. That was
Goodbye. Goodbye. That's like three things at once. Goodbye, Baez, and a good buy from the buyer. I don't know if that's a good buy, but there's a
we
lot
should
of
probably
things.
just end on that note right
Yeah,
there.
we probably should actually. I have to pee. Are there any other?
I got 8% battery and I'm about to destroy this oatmeal pie, so.
Dude, stop making me jealous about the snacks. Jeez.
Are you dieting?
No, I just don't have any snacks. All right,
sorry,
dude.
man.
What's that wraps up episode 4 of the Cardboard Podcast. We just want everyone out there to remember that don't worry, it will get better.
Hey, don't worry, the bubble's gonna burst. It might not be today. It might be before we get off the podcast here.
Yeah,
But it could be tomorrow.
that's gonna
It could be 5 years from now. That's the next thing that's like I'm seeing a lot of. Everybody's talking about when it's gonna burst. We know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and then that market update's gonna be lit, man. Let's see, the 1989 Upper Deck Griffey, $7. Wow, that's down 99%. All right, goodbye, everybody.